Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Training We Don't See. Hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic day. But I don't know what I keep saying. Good morning. It's late afternoon right now. It's 6 p.m. my time, MST. Hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic evening, a fantastic day. And let's get it. Let's get started with you guys because you guys are the best. It's the best that had happened to the channel, guys. It's the best of my day. And I'm also pretty excited. What a week. What a week. So I know that we get 2 hits throughout this week, but I mean, we've been taking some constant profits. We are back in rescuing a couple of trades that we were on the water and trying maybe time to trade to do some head switch right now. And well, a couple of other trades like Bitcoin, they keep on giving. Also looking at a possible Bitcoin retracement. But let's get started with you guys. We do anything else because I know you are here not just for me talking, but the most important question, like, what happened to my refund? I got it. I got it. I got my refund. I let myself convince to stay for a month. All right, I gave in a little bit there, but yeah, I got my refund. Yay. All right, so let me get started with you guys. We got JB Hold Smash. What's up, my friend? Smash that like button for me. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate you being here, my friend. Let's see. Alexandra G in the house. What's up, Alexandra? A lot of hearts for you, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. And great to have you here. We also have IOPA. IOPA. What's up, my friend? Welcome. Hey, DGT, what's up? JJ, yo, what's up, bro? Welcome. Great to have you around. We also have Yoda Theon. What's up? Trade Intuition in the house. What's up, bro? Welcome. Bingo Bango. What's up, my friend? Great to have you here. Really appreciate you stepping by. Also spending a little bit of your busy day here with me. Really appreciate it, brother. Thank you. I will also have in the house Mike Play. What's up, bro? Hey, you know what? I see you got Team 4 hat seated. Let me get mine. It's been a long time since I don't use it. I see it right there. Let me go for it, just for you. Oh my God! Look at that. It's a little smashed. It needs a little bit of loving here. Yeah, perfect. Good as new. What's up? Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. And I'm gonna be using this more often, man. I mean, I'm thinking I need to reclaim. It needs to reclaim its position right here next to me. But yeah, I mean, I need more Team 4 hat theories. Of course, I'm gonna be bringing them to you. Lately, I've been having a couple of those. I think you're gonna enjoy it. So let's see who else we have here. We also have Mike Play in the house. What's up, my friend? Welcome. We also have Crypto Chef. What's up, brother? Oh, thank you very much. And look at what a beautiful surprise. What is it? A vanilla? Is it? Hazelnut latte, right? Ooh, it smells fantastic. Honey, really appreciate. Let me see if slip that in. Oh wow. No kidding. That is so good. Wow. Better than Starbucks. I mean, it's like very, very good. Oh, thank you very much, honey. Really appreciate it. So Crypto Chef, what's up, my friend? Welcome. Who else was we have here? Weekwise 2Dub. What's up, 2Dub? Really great to have you around. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time here with me. We also have Crypto Mindset in the house. Let's get it now because it's time to close some shorts or some trades, all right? And maybe trying to open up some shorts. So let's get it, guys. Let's take a look at the chart. It is good. Wow, still like I'm very amazed with that. It is very good. I was not expecting that. It's very sweet though. Very, very sweet though. All right, so here it is. Remember that we've been suffering a little bit with ton. Look at how close we were for that. Stopped out still. That was a good one. We averaged down on that position. It's now time to call that out. All right, so the time has come. Yep, perfect. Despite it was not that a very good trade. Well then, sometimes that's played out. But look at the bright side. We are not closing in a loss. All right, not even a stopped out. All right, so that is very good. I think we should be celebrating that. All right, something important. It is that. And let me clear this up. All right, let's go for this one. I mean, this short. Oh, come on, don't move it. This short was still, or it is still open. I'm gonna keep it open, and I'm gonna be using another coin to open another short in here. All right, all right. So far, let me right click here. Let's lock. All right, let's lock that. Let's close this long, man. I don't know. Let me tell you how good does that feels, right? I mean, having that position open, seeing it on red, the thing is not moving. I mean, we were getting to that zero line, and the thing kept not moving. So right now we are on profits. So let's get it. Let's close it. Just so you know, I already have closed it. I closed it on the previous candle, but still played out very nicely. So you haven't. This is the time. You know how great I am. I mean, how good it feels to just go ahead and delete it. There you go. Perfect. Out of my life. Off you go. And let's bring and maybe another little shorty here. So I know we're coming from blue to green. So it's supposed to be bullish. We are above dynamic reactor. Our money flow is not there yet. All right. So what we're going to be doing is, again, why not? I mean, going against all the odds, right? Let's get it. Hey, French Duster in the house. Welcome. Great to have you here. Love it. Love it. All right. So, you also have username. Hey, did not see you, man. Are you camouflage right there? Hi, Jose, my best friend. I'm your best friend, my friend. Really appreciate you. And what a game. Are you practicing on Mortal Kombat? Because I will be, how do you call it? Heartless, man. I'll be heartless with you. I'll be like, get over here. All right, so you better practice, bro. You better practice. I'm gonna catch you. So, by the way, guys, if you want to join us for some gaming session this weekend, we're gonna be playing Mortal Kombat. No Xbox needed, no anything needed. You just need a cloud pass, right? We're using Xbox. Xbox not a sponsor. Xbox, you know what to do if you are listening. But you can go ahead and get yourself a 1 month. What is it? What's it called? A ultimate account. For PC, Mac, or Android, and that gets you cloud gaming. So you don't need anything. You can use your mobile. What is it? There you go. Oh, look at that. By the way, let me show you. Oh, well, too many stuff in here. If I can show it to you. There we go. Perfect. Your Android, your iPhone, or your PC, your Mac, or whatever you got there. I mean, if you are like me, you might be able to run it on your refrigerator door. Let's go. Hey, Kelly. Kelly in the house. What's up, Kelly? Welcome. Kelly said that she's gonna be giving it a try. So I'll be watching, Kelly. I'll be watching. Of course, no pressure. No pressure. All right. So all right, we're getting to a resistance. We're getting to a dynamic reactor. It's time for me to clean this up. The only thing I want to keep it is, all right, that area right there. Maybe keeping this support, maybe keeping also this resistance here. Where can I lock this and then just get rid of everything else? Perfect. That's it. Clean it up. So another thing that we still have, it is a support area right here. Let's start bringing up our indicators. All right, so we are in a I don't know, in a cave of nothingness. So oh, and look at that. Shout out to Chart Prime. I was not aware of this trend line, man. So perfect Chart Prime, shout out to you. Great indicators there, guys. By the way, full acknowledgement, if you don't know, I'm a master trader on Chart Prime. I'm master instructor, also head or chief of support. Just coming out clean, right? But I love their indicators, how they do it, and also how the process they take. It helps me when I'm just looking at those things. You know, it makes the work. Perfect. So I had another trend line here coming in strong. It seems that we're getting one of my old best things in here, which is a rooftop analysis. It's just basically creating a triangle like this. All right. So what are we going to be looking for? It is not the actual breakout. We're going to be looking at the support and resistances and playing the breakouts that we get from it. All right. So more specifically, the top and the neckline areas. All right. So far we are now above the zero line right here in our oscillator. It seems like we are ranging. Yes, I mean, if we zoom out, we are freaking ranging. I mean, since here, I would say, look at that, top, bottom, top, bottom. I mean, the freaking range. So are we getting ready to break that range? I don't think so. I think we're gonna keep messing around. All right. So there is a couple of stuff happening. 1 second. All right. So one of those stuff is we are hitting dynamic reactor. All right. In a range that's not a big deal. But how do we know this is not just the end of the range and we're going to be coming back down? All right, so that's why we're going to be looking at our support and resistances. Let's bring them up. And we are on an area of nothingness, right? So there's no support and resistance somewhere around here. The next big support or resistance that we have, it is our dynamic reactor and of course our just classic support and resistance. Right, what else we have? We have a daily resistance at the top, so things are building up at the top. We have a loud order block. Look at how bearish this is. All right, not only is it is the highest classification. Okay, it's also like diabolically bearish, man. It's just off blood. All right, so what is this important? Because the bigger the order block that we get, the greater the magnetic force over the price action we're gonna have. All right, so it doesn't really matter if we have that many support and resistances, and here's where your job as a trader comes in place. So are we gonna resist on that resistance? Are we gonna bounce, or the magnetic force of the loud order block is gonna take over and hit it up? Well, the answer is I don't know. All right, nobody knows. We can start guessing. All right, and that guessing in trading, it's called backed up by data, of course. All right, you just don't guess just because, right? And if you do it just because and you're nailing some trades, let me know how you do that. But the point is that is called speculation. We speculate based on support and resistances, how many support, how many resistances, and how big of how important of the area we are based on how far our order block is at. All right, so far we do have a formidable resistance in here. We're not only having that daily support, classic support, 4-hour support, resistance, a dynamic reactor, and what else? What was there? I don't quite remember what other thing was, but we also have the trend line in here. All right, so there is at least 1, 2, 3, 4 different things playing out of the same zone. All right. So hey Harp, what's up, my bro? Welcome, welcome, my friend. Nice to have you around. Good to have you here. Love it, bro. By the way, Harp, same thing that I'm telling username. We're gonna be playing Mortal Kombat. You better get ready. Is it all set in here? I know JR is not here. They're checking out. Just kidding. They're not. So we're not gonna talk on their backs so far. All right. Smash that like button, guys. Please, that really helps with the algorithm. And I also will appreciate it a lot. So let's just get right off there. I mean, let's just finish this up. So are we going to be going for that long or not? I don't think so. I think I'm going to be going for the short, and I'm going to be extending my stop loss. Just in the meantime, the same thing that we did. We're going to be protecting our trade with the stop loss. Hopefully this time it does decide to actually go the other way around, and we can compound our short. All right. So what am I opening in a short? All right. So this is a special question. So I'm glad you guys asked. So it is just because of the short. All right. So I need to mention this because I'm already into a short, guys. All right. I am on this short. Right. I haven't closed it. It keeps giving. It is still a 25% open short. All right. And I'm not going to close it. Not so far. I'm not also going to be adding to it because I don't want to mess with my entry amount, all right, or my entry position. Overall, psychologically, I know that it will mess with my entry point, but technically it will not. Because at the end of it all, the money is coming from the same wallet, my pocket, all right? I just have, you know this, right? I know I have a USDT amount, and then I have a USDC amount, right, in which I use to reopen other long or short positions, and I usually use it in a different way. I use it, for example, if I'm scalping, and that scalp becomes a swing trade, which is what it had happened right now. All right, so this short has become a swing trade. Let's just leave it to be a swing, right? Now I'm gonna be changing of the coin to reopen maybe another short that I can keep a track and cut it off if that thing is just not playing out. All right. And then just keep with the other swing trade open while I keep scalping the 4 hours. All right. I know if you're new here, you might be saying, what the F? Are you scalping the 4 hours? You gotta be kidding me. You don't know what you're talking about. Kind of. Go watch the other videos, man. I really appreciate it. And also, if you have some criticism, it's always welcome. So push it over to the comments. Really appreciate it, my friend. All right, so let's get it. At this point, I'm gonna be opening another short. All right, and that is gonna be not right now, but very close to right now. Let's look at our oscillator. We are heading here. We're having a thick oscillator here, and look at that threshold line. That threshold line, it is the one that I'm looking first for a goose head. If we can get a goose head, right? The secondary and most important is I'm looking for that flip of the ribbon. The actual ribbon flipping, changing of direction, backed up with maybe a reversal right there, a VWAP crossover, or a power bar, overextension, right? Or something else, right? So far, we're getting there. So we're not there yet, but we're getting there. And we have a formidable area of resistance, all right? So let's mark this short position, and I'm guessing, all right? It's not that I'm guessing. Well, I am guessing. I'm doing an educated guess, which is called speculation. I'm speculating the area of entry. It's going to be around the center-ish of all that confluence, right? So it's going to be right here. My stop loss is going to be at that line, and of course, giving myself that wiggle room. All right. And I'm going to be aiming for my very first support, this line right here. And then, of course, that's going to be my TP number 1, and my TP number 2 is going to be all the way down here, especially adding or thinking that we could reach this area right down there. We need to add couple of not only alerts, right, very important alert, and that alert needs to be a little bit before, so I can have enough buffering between when the alert hits and when I get to my PC on my phone and open up the entry. All right, so I'm just looking for the same thing: flip of the ribbon at a very big resistance area, period. Right, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. So let's go for it. And we need to add a couple of notes. All right, so we're looking for, all right, FOR, flip of the ribbon, at their resistance. Perfect. And, well, we're standing by. All right, excuse me. There it is. Do I have it right here? And, all right, it's pretty good. So let's just check in the grammar. Click OK. And of course, we're going to be adding an alert on our stopped out. And we're going to be going for, all right, TP entry zone, TP number 1, TP number 2, and my continuation trade. So this is going to become another swing trade if that plays out. All right. In that case, I'm just going to be calling out the same one, and they're just switching out of that coin. All right. So perfect. Let's go and let's check out a couple of other things. All right. So we have LDO. LDO is again just fighting us. And we also have, by the way, grass, man. Grass, it's finally playing out. All right, so, but that is a good one. We need to take 50% out, but we're gonna get to it in a second. All right, so let's go over here. And just so you know, I have not yet adjusted this trade. So it is exactly as we left it. We are having that flip of the ribbon, man. We have a pig seeker. Pig seeker is a confluence or confluence indicator. And the important part in here is that we're having that flip of the ribbon. Add support, and look at that money flow. All right, I'm just getting too excited, but that money flow is starting to not be flat anymore. All right, can I just get rid of my old shape? Yes, please, so we can see through and see that money flow. In fact, why not? Let's turn on our money mode, and I don't see money mode in here. So the versions band breakout band on off. All right, so let's just turn off main oscillator and move this out of the way. And whoa, I thought I saw it, but no, the actual line that I'm seeing here is a true 7. Still, true 7 pushing through. I believe that that is a good signal. So, in fact, I was about to give an entry here. Let's just move it slightly below like that. All right. So let's adjust our stop loss. Are we still 1-to-1? Yeah, we're above 1-to-1. So 1.34. So that's still, remember, we're going to be going for a 1/4 of an entry. Let's set our entry point, and I'm going to leave this open, letting it, this is something that I don't usually do. All right. And I'm going to be hunting for my entry. I mean, especially now, I don't want to just jump in blindly, all right? But I do want to take action right now, and that is a part of FOMO. I'm not going to lie to you, right? All right, so let's go main oscillator, old shape, of course, and that's it. Let's just click OK. And why am I getting so FOMO? Or a little bit of FOMO, all right? Still not such a big of the deal. That is because we're going in 1/4, and as I think our stop loss is doing a great job right there. All right, so I think that in the worst case scenario, we're gonna be seeing the same thing that we just saw on, what was that, ton? Yeah, ton. All right, where we go a little bit bearish, we maybe can make it, and then continuation. All right, so but we're looking for that bounce. Also, another couple of things that I'm going to be going for. Look at that. If I get stopped out at this point, I will be thinking once again to re-enter. So if I'm thinking to re-enter, what I don't just call for another quarter. And that is because I'm unsure if I'm actually going to be having that full flip with the rebound. All right. Because if it keeps going, I mean, if this does that, of course, I'm not going to be entering right there until I get a flip of the rebound. All right. Another thing important that is playing out right now, and let me just push this on its way. It is our volume matrix. So the volume matrix is starting to shift some color into the green, which means we are now seeing some influx of money. All right. So let's Control C this until we have our stop loss, and add an alert right on where we're planning to have that stop loss. All right, pushing it a little bit higher here. And that is because there we go, we have another set of support and resistances, and despite we have our TP number 1 in there, we're gonna be having, all right, so TP1 and TP2. Perfect. We could be aiming a little bit higher, right? And then finally, if we are unlocked, all right, we might have a like fantastic set of trade right there. I don't expect that to play it out, the 161 just now, but still within the round of possibilities. And if we can take them, we are going to take it. But to take it, to win the lottery, you need to buy the ticket. Do not buy tickets, by the way. Very bad idea of giving away your money on the lottery. You're better off at crypto, mathematically wise. All right, so let's get in. Let's go to grass. All right, so grass, man, we've been waiting for this entry already for a long time, right? In fact, I did not got it exactly what I wanted. I was waiting for a little bit lower price action. I was too slow to enter, and then it actually came back down, man. So I'm whining about it. Yes, I'm whining about it. Deal with it. But yeah, I mean, by the way, guys, if you still want to whine about it, I'll hear you. I'll hear you out. The point is that you respect your trade, and if you still are within that ranging of opportunities, go in if you still have that chance, right? Remember, that's what we're also trying to do on ton and LTO. All right, so all right, let's just call this out. Oh, now I was looking for our video here, and this is a part that we're gonna be also looking to chain link. I chain link in. Or at the aim. And where is grass? Where are you, grass? Bitcoin, by the way. We also need to take a look at Bitcoin, but I want to go over grass. All right, so this was LDO. Perfect. We're still within that possible trade. Come on, grass. There it is. All right, grass. We're still waiting for that possible entry, maybe a little bit lower right down there. Remember that as we had a little bit more of that movement, we were expecting a couple of other stuff to play it out, right? So far we already have taken the trade, and I believe that we are on our way to go. Man, look at that hair. It's not on its place. I need to go get a haircut. All right, so let's get it. Let's take a look at link or do a top-down analysis. Why not? Let's do that. I think that will be much more beneficial. By the way, guys, take profits right now if you are on the grass trade. All right, so I'm gonna be marking that out, taking some profits. In fact, I did take a little bit higher, somewhere around there, but let's just mark it in here because that is when I'm coming in public to mention it for you. All right, so move your stop to entry, and it's time also to protect yourself. If this comes back down, I will be willing to re-enter as long as we're pointing up on my oscillator. All right, so far so good. Let's do the top-down analysis. All right, and grass, where are you, grass? Come on, don't run away, grass. You deserve to be a little bit higher up in here. Oh, but I see what's going on in here. All right, we are in the wrong one. Here it is. All right, so this is it. Oh, it is on its place. All right, perfect. Let's see if we have another grass here. Oh, that is it. That's the one. Perfect. So let's do the top down analysis. Let's get started with Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin so far so good. We still have an open short, and that it. Where is it? Where is my short on Bitcoin? BTC. No, that is the weekly. Let me see if I can do the 4 hours. Oh, I know what's going on. I'm in the wrong one. All right, perfect. All right. Oh, by the way, here it is. There it is. All right, perfect. We have a short on Bitcoin here. I know it's a little bit of a mess. We went through this on the morning market report, right? We are on our area of opportunity, all right, but to make a long position, and we're starting to see that higher low being built up in here, all right? So what I'm gonna be doing, remember, I'm not gonna be going for I'm not gonna be closing just now my Bitcoin trade, but let's just lock this, and let me just get rid of this because it's already half played out. All right, but I'm gonna be trying to catch a long. So I already have bounced out of my support area right here. All right, so I'm looking for that flip of the ribbon. All right, I think I can form a higher low. Look at that. We have a low, higher low, and another higher low. Important. I could be setting myself for failure. All right, so you need to understand the risk in here. And that is because we could be creating a inverted goose head. That inverted goose head means a little retracement for a further move to the downside for then a big retracement. So a sweep of the lows might be on its way. All right, so we're gonna be going to our support zone, adding right here another area, and I'm gonna be marking another long position in here because my stop loss is most likely is gonna get me out on this area or on this trade. All right, so be prepared. Let's go, and we're gonna be marking this one as, so this is our counter. All right, so our secondary trade if we get stopped out. All right, there you go. Is that all right? I don't know, maybe secondary. Perfect. All right, so what's gonna be the deal here? I'm gonna be going for a long right now, right after the show, right, because I don't have my broker open, and I'm gonna be aiming for that bottom. I'm not, and I repeat, I'm not gonna be adding my traditional wiggle room in here. All right, and that is because if this turns around, I'm just wrong. That's it, as easy as that. All right, so I better not be wrong. But if I am, I just don't want to hold it. All right, I'm gonna be aiming for the same area that I'm looking for because I also have a top in here and some bottoms in here, and of course we have our area of smart money entry. Let's also lock this on place and let's make it a little bit more transparent like that. All right, I think that is it. That will make the trick. And of course, let's just review if this is a smart trade. So far, we are not on a support other than a manual previous low support, which I believe we should be having marked as a liquidity zone. So if that is a liquidity zone, and it is, look at that, it's highly bullish liquidity zone, all right, at the bottom of that liquidity zone. And not only that, we also have a classic support right there. So we have a classic support, we have a liquidity zone in there, and for me, since I'm looking for that, look at that higher low, and I already have another higher low on my oscillator, I think we can make it. All right, so Bitcoin, you better move your ass to the upside, bro, because I'm counting with you. All right, so perfect. This is gonna be our main entry right there, and remember, let's mark that up. Main entry. As you know me, I still don't trust the market, so I'm still going for the 1/4, right? And then, and that's gonna be it at 1/4. All right, so let's just log that up and wait for it to take it. So guys, if you are on your brokers, it's time, if you want, of course, under your own decision, to take a trade right there. Perfect. We got Bitcoin out of the game. We're out of the zone. There we go. We were looking also at Ethereum, by the way. So let's see, where are you, Ethereum? Because we were hunting that trade, by the way, on Ethereum. And I just want to reference that up. All right. So let's see. That was a Solana trade. Oh, very nice Solana, by the way. And LDO most likely. Grass. Yes, grass. Ethereum. Perfect. All right. Here's where we left out. All right. Breakout. Retest. Off we go. All right. Plan A was the ooh. Do you have something wrong here? What the hell is that? Oh, dude, what's that? Oh, I know what's that. All right, I know what's that. All right, so is that what we're duplicated? Yes. All right, all right. Got it. That was very trippy for me. So let me actually. Don't know why it moved on zone. Let's lock it. All right. Huh. Pretty weird stuff happening here. This is jumping on my eyes, bro. Sorry. I need to fix this. All right, I got it. It's just like that time that you need to turn on and off like 20 times your your car alarm, just to make sure that you did it right. Hopefully I'm not the only one doing it. All right. And don't let come. Dude, I need more coffee. I'm just messing with stuff that I should not be messing with. All right, whatever. Let's continue. We're looking for that plan A. All right, plan A coming back down, hitting this area, and then bouncing up. Let's go freaking finally to Ethereum, and come on, please. All right, now we're good, I guess. Perfect, I guess. We maybe move it downwards. All right, all right. I think, whatever. That works. That works. Good enough. Let's just lock it on its plane. Man, that was very trippy. All right, so why? All right, we did not break through. Perfect. We know that. I mean, but we absolutely hit that line in here. Let's go for that. So we were on that line. Perfect. Going back down. All right. So Ethereum coming back down, just like if we would have drawn on top of it. That was a very nice setup right there. Let's go trippy once again. Oh, I understand now why it looks so bad. All right. So right here, we hit it coming back down to the support. And then finally, your entry. Look at that. Oh, man. So you guys enter. Please let me know. If you need to enter, we still need to be careful. We can still come back down, all right? But, I mean, we are on the verge of making that maybe not quite there yet, but maybe that pivot right down there, all right? So we are supposed to be already to a trading here on Ethereum. Let's give it some time. Let me just get rid of this one so we can focus on plan number 8. That play out almost, or it's playing out exactly as it should. And let's just, of course, get rid of this. And that is it. All right. So we're going to be going through with this thread. Let's add our TP1 and TP2. So I'm going to be going a little cheap in this. All right. So TP1 in here and then TP2. And well, you know what? No, let's move our TP2 to the liquidity zone right there. And then let's just let it run. If that runs, if it keeps dropping down, we have our first area of support, which is dynamic reactor that most likely is gonna save us from that bounce, all right, or from that stop down. So far so good. By the way, guys, if you're just jumping in here, Erica, what's up? Welcome. If you guys are just jumping in, consider hitting that like button. I really appreciate it, and that really helps with the algorithm. So don't forget, go ahead and click it. It's free and no KYC. All right. So let's go over XRP. All right, we haven't seen XRP for a long time. And an XRP entry, well, look at that. We were expecting that short position. Beautiful long position that we took in here. All right, so we coming back down. Not exactly on its time. All right, but still, look at that. Beautiful. Coming up to the dynamic reactor. And well, then the entry point, of course, because dynamic reactor took a little bit longer, we were supposed to be going lower here, right? I'm not gonna be calling this out. In fact, I did take it. It's already closed. It's gone, and I did not record it. So let's just ignore it for now. But so far, this long and short played out very, very nicely. So far, what is the deal with XRP? All right, XRP, we're having a pretty nice trend line in here. All right, going all the way up here, going through all of those areas of resistances, and seems to me that we're going for that double bottom. Look at this bottom, all right? And then we have the chance, look at that wick absorption zone, right? So we had the chance to actually make it pass through this area, but no, an absorption zone came in here on this wick and push it through all the way to the next resistance in confluence with the trend line in here, all right? Creating another pivot. And then instead of launching it to the downside with strength, like we have seen here, two candles with strength. No. It is slightly, gently, slowly pushing it to the side right there. All right. So I believe that we're going to have another breakout. Let's bring up our indicators just to see where is the smart area of entry right there. Because, I mean, money flow could be playing us 30. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna be going for, it is my first area of confluence. Right here on the liquidity zone, I'm gonna be adding an alert, and right there, right on my support zone, I'm gonna be adding another alert. So let's get started. So we already have those support and resistances. Let's leave them on, and then we have another set of support and resistances right here. So I think it's clear where my long position should be. All right. But then, what the F if I just mentioned that we could be going up in here? So we're going to be making a 2-position entry, all right? So once again, just like we did before, since I don't want to get trapped in here, this is going to be a quarter of a position, aiming from this low, adding it, there we go, to that low, and leaving it as is. I'm not adding a wiggle room in here, all right? So this is going to be a right now entry. If you want to, you can follow this along, all right? And this is going to be a 1/4 of an entry. Let's add an alert so it triggers, all right? And this trigger is just for us. There it is, all right? It's just for me to have it on my register here, so we can come back and watch it tomorrow. Nonetheless, tomorrow we're going to be tracking this video, all right? And then If we start for some reason just push through, we have another entry right there. My stop loss is going to be at the previous support, wiggle room. And this right now, I think so far, all right, it's going to be going for 1/2 of an entry, all right? Half of an entry, so twice of that fourth of an entry. That is important because that indicates that I'm having a little bit more confidence. It's not set on stone. I will be taking my last decision at the last minute. And that is because, I mean, if we're just having a big movement to the downside and then I'm just doing something like that, I mean, I think we could be getting a little bit of a further move to the downside, which means that I'm not just going to be jumping just because, all right? One more thing that I want to do on XRP, which is bringing one of my favorite indicators, which is the indicator that I use for, oh, come on. Oh, and I don't know why it keeps closing this up. All right, perfect. Which is, I need to close this up. There you go, my volume profile bar magnifier. And guess what? Remember, this is my falling knife. This is one of my indicators that I use for my falling knife strategy. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's under this series of video. It's called my falling knife strategy. And there is a knife in the thumbnail. All right. So go watch it. Here it goes. We have our next possible entry right here. In fact, why not? Let's bring up our alert at the edge of where we have the highest and aiming to that zone. All right. So maybe that will be a smarter way to do it. And my stop loss in here, giving him a little bit of a wiggle room. And I'm not on a 1-to-1. And that is because my first TP is going to be there and my second TP is going to be here. So instead of going for 1/2 in a single entry, all right, I need to be smart about this. This is what I'm going to be going for 1/4 and then aiming, all right, for another fourth of an entry. So total of a half a position. This right here, going to go another 1/4. All right, so there we go. Our first quarter, our second quarter, averaging down to 273 and then a blow off. All right, so I think that's what we got. Hey, French Toaster. Hey, Jay Violet. What's up, guys? Welcome. We also have Lunar Beach's crypto here. LBC, I don't see LBC. Hey, Lunar Beach, I see you, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. LBC in the house and a place to be. Copying that from Alexa, of course. So far, I think this should be it. All right, let's just take a look at a couple of other coins just for, I don't know, just for curiosity. But I don't think I'm going to be enforcing, or not enforcing, but looking into actually getting to any other trade. All right, so excellent. Within the same down range on the daily, we have a big support right here. We're going into a big resistance up there. We're breaking that support. Can we maybe have that double bottom? Yes, of course we could, but I'm gonna begin leaving it a little bit of that at time. All right, so far we also another hit that we had previously in the past was BNB. Perfect. It was a very dangerous trade, and well, it got a hit for a quarter of a position. All right, so that's gone. Something important that I like it is that we have a loud order block right down here. You know what? We got it. It was 1/4. You know what? Let's just get rid of this. And I know I said I wouldn't trade this, but we have a loud order block, man. Highly bullish. Support. Ooh. No, this is tempting. Let's just add an alert in here. Let's stick with what we know. All right, perfect. I'm not gonna be trading that. Oh, I really want to. Another thing that it is a possible entry right now, it's Solana. We talked about Solana yesterday. All right, so that was somewhere around, come on, Solana. It was at the very beginning. Solana in here, we talked about Solana and we set up a possible entry, right? A quarter of an entry, possible entry. Let's check out that. So we have a loud order block, two loud order block. Let's actually just hide everything and bring them both. And we are at the center of the second loud order block. Are we ready to long that? Not just yet. I mean, this could be a good area of entry, not gonna lie. And actually, we call for that fourth of an entry. All right, but look in retrospective, looking back at it, look at that positive volume. It's just flat. So are we gonna really bounce with strength in there? I don't know. I doubt it a little bit. All right. Nonetheless, if you want to go for that fourth of an entry, be my guest. I will be opening that up at the end of the class. And that is because just in case we've been having enough of winning trades that I can cover that stopped out with no problem. All right. So, but if you want to wait for a little bit of a better entry, remember our secondary entry for a better entry, it's almost right there. All right. So looking for those longs, Dogecoin. All right. Breakout retest continuation. I'm sad that I did not grab this short because I believe that we could be onto something. Yes, we have an order block in here, but a maybe squeeze short could be cooking. All right, so we'll see how that played out in a little bit. We do have a TRX entry still of what is it, hasn't expired, still valid. All right, but I'm gonna be moving it slightly above now that we have this thing in here, and also I'm gonna be doing that. All right, so aiming a little bit higher up in here for that further continuation, and then the big drop back down. So that's still valid in case we have a very fast movement to the downs. All right, so I'm gonna be moving this a little bit in here. There we go. Still valid. All right, so perfect. So I think that's it. That's gonna be it for today. Oh, link. By the way, link. Link. It did fall short a little bit on our entry point. Still fine. Don't worry. But that makes a double freaking top, guys. Link. Move link. All right. So no entry. All right. No entry. Let's keep it as is. I'm still gonna leave my alert up there. All right. And if we start bringing that alert, I'm gonna be coming back and maybe take a short from there. But so far, we haven't confirmed that the neckline in here, which is right there, right, of the center. Right. We also have our volume profile bar magnifier, but a rejection at almost exactly the same zone. That doesn't look good. All right, that doesn't look good. So we'll see how that plays out. We have a bearish divergence, peak seeker, and threading to break below. So stay tuned. I'm gonna add an alert in here because we might have a short on our hands. Nonetheless, when we start getting to these areas right here, and we already have an alert to it. Let's see if it's locked. Yes, it's locked. All right. So when we get here, I'm gonna be looking at my oscillator once again. And if I can see a possible bounce, I might be able to hedge it, but most likely I'm going to be shorting it as it breaks down. All right. So that is going to be it for me so far. But guys, stay safe. Be careful. Tomorrow is going to be a high volatility day. So that's why I'm trying to get as many as I can right now before tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be closing mostly everything. All right. So do not be surprised if my longs are very short and tiny. All right. Or if I move my stop to entry and then it stops me out because tomorrow we have some data relief. So just be careful right now on the markets. Right now we have 24 viewers and 18 likes. So consider giving it a like. It really helps. So go ahead and click that like button for me. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much. And as always, see you guys tomorrow. And by the way, remember, we're gonna be gaming on Friday. All right. So you guys better practice. You better practice. See you guys.